Howdy fellow cats, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about Area-02 once again, and with today's Area-02 video, we have a breach update reading as well as a newsletter reading and a tiny little bit of gameplay. Unfortunately, there's not going to be a ton of gameplay in today's video. However, let's go ahead and get started on Area-02's breach update, where we have management is Snorebear, Known Monarch, and Glyptical. For building, we have Known Monarch. Scripting, we have Noble Tactician Kigaru 65 and Snorebear. For modeling, we have Not Unfazed. For graphics, we have Zitra. For Aaron, War Message. And for animation, we have Insurrection Veneer. And here we have a little bit of the graphics that we can see right here. For additions, we have a new warhead system. Preconditions are that there needs to be 2+ SCPs from Sector 4 breached for 5+ minutes, around 300 seconds, to detonate the warheads. For detonation, to detonate the warheads, insert an arming key into a key slot with a friend who will do the same on the other slot. Do this within 1 second of each other and you can hit the big red button to begin the detonation sequence. For deactivation, to deactivate the warheads after they have begun the detonation sequence, you need to find a deactivation code hidden in one of many locations. Find this deactivation code and input it into the warhead terminal to deactivate the warheads. Survival. To survive a warhead explosion, run to the nearest nuclear shelter, march on your HUD, and enter it before the blast door closes. I wonder what lies beyond the gate. For badges, we have 4 new badges. We have Apocalypse, Fallout, Armistice Day, and Cataclysm. For Apocalypse, you die in a nuclear explosion. For Fallout, you survive a nuclear explosion. Armistice Day, you stop the warheads from detonating. And for Cataclysm, you start the nuclear detonation sequence. Rules UI can now be clicked on to display a more in-depth description of the rules. They added night vision goggles. Controls are N on PC, D-pad down on Xbox, and a button for mobile. GPS can now access all Game Pass teams. Added a maximum range time for SCP-096 of 30 seconds. Changed HP bar to only show health rather than health over max health. Changed HP bar to have a yellow color if the player is godded. Door prompts changed to use proximity prompts. Efforts to allow for improved mobile support. Game Pass descriptions changed. Added a miniature prompt in the bottom right corner to get rid of the Roblox purchase prompts interfering with gameplay. Added new game passes for safe, infectious, and Keter bundles. Support for the previous Become an SCP game pass will remain supported, and SCP-096 has new sounds. For fixes, fixed trackers from SCP-096 not disappearing after its death. Fixed 096's targets not having sound effects when being hunted. Fixed 096's not having an inventory after respawn. Fixed invisible barrier at Sector 4 catwalk up towards silo. Fixed SCP team spawning above their spawn. Changed SCP spawn to incorporate new SCP bundles. Changed Game Pass door handler to use the Game Pass API instead of its own local handler. Changed all Game Pass descriptions to new ones. Changed team handler to accommodate new SCP bundles. Changed to SCP-096's detection of both parties facing each other. Replaced all developer products GFX. And for removals, we have Become an SCP Game Passes off sale. Removed L3, L4, and L5 keycards from the One Life shop. And that is it for the entirety of the breach update. The one thing that I'm surprised that they didn't add to this document is that there's actually an in-game map now, which I will also be showing you guys when we get to the gameplay portion. Let's go ahead and get to the newsletter now. I am a bit late to this newsletter. This newsletter came out around the time that I made a video, unfortunately, so I'm a little bit late to this. But here we have the Area-02 newsletter, issue 10, published on May 27, 2021. This is volume 2, brought to you by the media team, and this is the official newsletter for Area-02. For the table of contents, we have the content creator spotlight, events, architect update, MTF review, interviews, photo album, and the conclusion. Hey, look, it's me! For the content creator spotlight, this week's spotlight is Undead Nico, aka Undead Nicomancer. I'm surprised that they didn't just call me Undead or just Nico. Usually that's what I'm called by or referred to as most of the time. But I like Undead Nico too. That's a really nice way of putting it as well, in my opinion. And right there we have my Roblox avatar. I think that's a sick. Okay, I'm just really happy. I'm really stoked that I'm on this newsletter as the content creator spotlight. I'm really thankful. And what I had to say for the content creator spotlight was, howdy, I'm a variety Roblox content creator that aims to spread positivity and entertainment through my videos. If you enjoy laid-back gameplay plus commentary videos or even tutorial/guide videos, I just might be the content creator for you. Regardless, I hope you check me out, and whether or not you like what you see, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I mean that. I stand by that. I want that to be known now. And they also kind of like credit where my social media is. So we have Undead Nicomancer on YouTube, at Undead Nicomancer on Instagram, and at Nicomancer on Twitter. Which, if you guys really wanted to, you guys could check all those links out in the description of this video anyway. So it's even easier for you guys. Mobile Task Force. The Mobile Task Force consists of several groups, otherwise known as task forces. of elite operatives specializing in a specific field, whether this be expertise in a specific SCP's containment procedures or dealing with scenarios caused by specific SCP or SCP types, such as hazardous anomalies. In Area-02, the Mobile Task Force is well equipped, having a small but powerful array of weapons and utilities, which can improve as you rank up. Furthermore, there are several morphs, 2 of which are fire resistant and 1 being immune to hazardous and infectious SCPs. MTF perks: 3 powerful machine guns, level 4 access, morphs from many popular Mobile Task Forces such as Tau 5, Samsara, and Epsilon 11 Nine-Tailed Fox. Fire and hazardous/infectious anomaly immunity. A bank tool to recontain the infamous SCP-096 and end its rampages. A spawn in Sector 2 with a small walk to the Class D cells, which means you spawn near all the action. If you want access to one of the most formidable and popular Area-02 combatant teams, be sure to purchase the MTF Team Game Pass. And in all honesty, out of all Game Passes, if you guys wanted one in particular, I highly would have to recommend MTF over all the other ones to start off with in Area-02. Rules. Area-02 has a vast amount of content, and with it, a vast amount of rules to follow. At times, you may encounter an individual or group of individuals who feel like they can break the rules. The staff team requests that you bring these accounts forward and make a ticket so that individual can be dealt with and their offense be put on record. This process ensures that rule breakers are less likely to disobey Area-02's rules again. If you ignore an individual who breaks the rules, they will continue to ignore the community's rule system without any consequence and ruin the experience for other players. The Area-02 staff team is here to help ensure everyone's gameplay is the best it can be, so make a ticket and do your part to help the community. One of the most important reaction buttons of Area-02. This is in the Discord community server for Area-02, so if you need to report a player, please do so. Partnership. Recently, Area-02 and SCP Site Roleplay community have joined together in a mutual partnership. Many may wonder why this decision was made, however, our current partnership will be extremely beneficial to both SCPF games for various reasons. The partnership will primarily help improve moderation for both SCPF groups, encourage the development of unique game mechanics, and build a strong bond across each community. Additionally, if you want to read more about this partnership, scroll up in the hashtag announcements channel to May 11th, 2021. Area-02's Chief Operating Officer, Asmodeus, covers all of the details regarding this new partnership. Bug Finding Team. Recently, a new program was created within Octo Studios, the development team of Area-02. However, this is not an in-game team. Instead, it is the Bug Finding Team, BFT. The Bug Finding Team is responsible for researching bugs and notifying the dev team whenever a new in-game bug is discovered to narrow down and pinpoint problems. The group consists of 18 members who possess great attention to detail, previous dev experience, and knowledge on the debugging system. The BFT is overseen and managed by Redneck Giraffe, and has tremendously helped with clearing out in-game bugs, updating the Area-02 trail, and managing bug reports. To highlight their success, the BFT has found a solution to the SCP-457 occupation bug, and SCPs being able to enter into the CDC. Using their skills, they have managed to fix multitudes of bugs and assist the development team in improving the game. The bug finding team will hopefully continue to effectively find, report, and eliminate the threat of bugs. Interviews. Bobby22 ranked trial moderator. As a trial moderator has never been interviewed in this newsletter, we decided to interview one of our newest TMs. Please introduce yourself and explain your role in the community. I'm Bobby22, a new trial moderator. In the time that I have been playing multiple games on Roblox, I found some great people, including the Area-02 community. I personally like to collect airsoft weapons and use them to go play at fields with friends. How did you find Area-02? I found Area-02 from a friend starting out on Roblox. What do you like most about Area-02? I like O2 because of the development team that works non-stop to try and fix bugs and get updates out while also taking requests from other players. Hey, we have Known Monarch again in here. Alright, so we have Known Monarch, ranked lead developer. Known Monarch, a familiar face in the Area-02 newsletter interview section, has kindly given us an interview on his part in the recent Architect update. What is your role in this new update? My role in this update was conceptualizing, designing, and building the new Sector 1, Sector 2, Sector 3 outside designs, and various new decorations. Most if not all of the building in the Architect update was completed by me, with help from our modeler, Not Unfazed. How long did it take you to complete everything you worked on? The design portion of the building process took about 3 or 4 days. I had to make sure that it kept the style of Area-02, but also brought something new to the table. The rest of the time was me building the assets, which was the lengthier part of the process. Which part did you find the hardest to do? I believe that the hardest part was designing the new hallway designs. I was tasked with keeping the same feel of Area-02, but I also was tasked with making them look new and fresh. I was also tasked with making them far more optimized. A combination of all this definitely made it a fair bit of work to design the hallways, but I believe it paid off. Events. As we are getting closer to the end of May, there have been a variety of amazing events happening here in Area-02. For this month, the main series of events consisted of Juggernaut, CD Riot, Simon Says, The Purge, Mass Test, and a birthday party event for our CSO, Al Typical. All these events were hosted by Administrator Argofox, senior moderators I Fry Your Toast and Penguin Dude 031, and moderators The Nova, Thor Scarus, and Immoral Tactician. I've had the amazing opportunity to hang out with and participate in some of the stuff that the community engagement team was able to do, specifically the people listed on this page right here, and I gotta say they do an excellent job at hosting all these events. So I can only imagine how fun all the public stuff was done outside of my live streams that I do for Area-02. So excellent job to everybody on this list right here. Along with the events listed above, the community engagement department has been hosting multitudes of game nights ranging from Shark Bite to the community's favorite game night experience, Lab Experiment. Moreover, the staff team and community engagement department wants to wish CSL Artificial a happy late birthday, May 18th, 2021. And I'm also going to wish a very late happy birthday to Artificial. Be sure to check hashtag shouts for any upcoming events, birthday shouts, and more. Always remember that if you have any questions or concerns for an event, feel free to DM the host or co-host for that current event. And again, the hashtag shouts thing is for their community Discord server, so if you guys are in their community Discord server, you guys can feel free to check that out from time to time. Now we're getting to the architect update part of the newsletter, which we have already covered before, I believe, so this is going to be interesting. The construction workers are finished, and it is time for the architect update. With the most recent update, there have been some major changes to the facility, including 3 sector reworks, enhanced lighting, additional props, and more. Starting with Sector 1, there is now a bigger and much more immersive spawn room for each team. Each spawn includes a table and larger area for the team to talk and make plans as needed. Also in Sector 1 is a brand new aquarium located in the cafeteria that will soon be filled with fish. The walls also include shelving, SCP posters, and an assortment of plants. Sector 2, now having the most traffic in the entire facility, has been redesigned to include unique props such as those in Sector 1 and a new spawn for the mobile task force. SCPs contained in Sector 2 also received a bonus from this update, with the majority of the Sector 2 SCPs getting renovated chambers. Chairs have also been added for the scientific department to watch and examine SCPs during experiments. Moreover, the mood of Sector 2 was altered through the use of chillingly blue facility lights. The second most dangerous sector, Sector 3, has also received some changes. It has been given a slightly different hallway layout with some shelving props and new SCP chambers. Unfortunately, that was a little weird though. This piece of text kind of went over the text box a little bit, but luckily I saw it because that was on like a black background almost too. So each SCP now has a larger chamber with included tables, chairs, and cabinets for researchers. As with Sector 2, Sector 3 also has been given a change of lighting, this time being a warmer hue to keep you wide aware of the dangers you might face. In addition, the Sector 3 checkpoint has also received a revamp with a new one-way window for level 5 plus keycard holders to look out through. The architect update has significantly improved the facility's menacing, fearsome nature. And here we have photos which are actually hilarious most of the time. I love seeing this. I can see the water cannon being used on 457, the triplet at 999s in the top left. I don't know what the top right one is, but it looks like there was a big event that sort of happened there. And my favorite one out of all this is the bottom left one. I need to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. Oh man, that's a great I love that. If you want the chance of your photo being here, make sure to post a picture in the hashtag 02 media channel. It's a text channel in the community Discord once again. As for the conclusion, we have CEO Toad, COO Asmodeus, CSO Altifical, manager Rare Finds You, which has unfortunately retired by the time that this video comes out. So now Hauntifies is now the manager. Congratulations, Hauntifies. Unfortunately, I don't remember exactly who was the assistant manager now. I believe it's Oppressed. So congratulations to you, Oppressed, as well. If I got that right, hopefully I did. And for the media team, the huge thank you to the media team right here too. Guardian, Skyfall, Delkisional, Penguin Dude 031, Arczoct, and Corrupt Era. Thank you guys for producing these amazing things. If you have a problem in game, make sure that you guys go to the support center inside of the Discord community server, and they wanted to say thank you for reading, and make sure that you guys check them out on Twitter at Area-02 official and their Instagram official Area-02. And oh man, that was a lot of reading. Let's go ahead and get into some gameplay now. See you guys there. So a quick thing here real quick. My microphone's gonna sound terrible. Well, probably not terrible, but not as great because there is an AC in the background. It got really hot where I am while I was recording this, so I had to turn it on, but I'm gonna finish this recording anyways. As you can see, there's this one issue. This is my only biggest pet peeve about this update. I don't know why, but it just bugs me so much. But when the nuclear warhead goes off in Area-02, it completely locks the server for the time being, and then you have to continuously server hop until you can find an Area-02 server that was not nuked, so that way you can actually join the game. That just bugs me a lot because it means that I have to continuously server hop to get into a fully functioning game. And if the devs could just make it to where, like, after the nuke happens, you can keep playing the game or something, that would be great, because I keep getting kicked and it's making me sad. You know, something that I am confused about though is how come this update log isn't updated for the breach update? That's my one question. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's say that you were to join the 05 team. After 5+ minutes, around 300 seconds plus, of Sector 4 SCPs being breached, specifically 2 of them, you can use this arming key alongside another 05, and you can call in the nuclear warhead. Now let me show you guys how to even get there. So obviously Obviously, you want to leave the O5 spawn and the facility executive spawn as well. I don't even know what this is called. It's called O5 offices, but facility executive spawn in there as well. Then you want to head over to Sector 4. But, you know, keep in mind that this is Sector 4, and then everybody who has the SCP Game Pass comes over here with their SCP, so you gotta be ready to fight whatever comes your way. As a perfect example, I'm dead now. I'm so dead now. I'm so dead now. Wait. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Oh no. Oh no, not like this. Like I said, you want to be aware of things like that happening. That's Shy Guy's new sound for you right there. Alright, we're just gonna specifically not look at Shy Guy so that way we can keep doing this. Why is he chasing me again? I didn't even look at him. What? Alright, that's it. I've had enough. We're joining our RT05. That way I can bag them. Team is full. Try joining another 05 team. MTF. And 106 is breached too. Oh, this is terrible. But I have a bag now at the very least. So if I run into Shy Guy, you already know what I'm doing. Payback time! Anyways, after I got my payback, let's go ahead and head over here. One cool feature about 05 now, by the way, is the fact that you get all the tools from, like, I think it's like if you were to be max rank for a specific team. So it's giving me the tools as if I was a max rank for the MTF. For just being 05 on it. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, at the end of Sector 4, there's going to be a nuclear warhead silo thing, and then you open the door, you walk up the stairs, and then you enter this level Omni door. So anyone with an Omni key card will come into this room here. And with the arming key, you can plug it into this side. As you can see right there, that's a little bit of like a key thing that you can insert the arming key into. And you have to do it with one other person. So if I were to do this, the other person would be able to do it over here. And then in the middle, after both of our arming keys are put in, we can press the middle button to cause the nuclear warhead to initiate. But we have to wait for a couple more SCPs to be breached for a little bit longer, unfortunately. So that is the one downside. As you can see, there's like literally no interactable thing here for me, so that is the reason why I can't just interact with it at the moment. I'm unsure if we're going to be able to call the nuclear warhead for the time being though, because there's only one SCP that's breached. But what we can do is we can show you guys the map. This is the Area-02 map that's in the game now. All you have to do is come to the top left, click this, and it will open up the map. I don't know if this is for PC only. I have honestly no idea, but this is what it looks like. The only thing that makes me sad that they're missing is that they're missing the ventilation thing inside the cave that goes straight to the generator room. But other than that, it has everything perfectly in here, in my opinion. I don't know what this question mark is, though. I might have to check that out one of these days, because that's really interesting that there's a random question marks up here. But this is pretty much the entirety of the whole Area-02 map. Another thing that's kind of funny to me is that this is redacted, but then 05 and FE isn't redacted. Wouldn't you want to redact the 05 and FE more than you would want to redact the IA, RRT, and ISD? That's just what goes through my head, you know? Anyways, it's a really good map, though. It shows you exactly what you need to know about the Area-02 map and stuff, so I think it's really good. Also, I forgot to give my opinion about the newsletter. Yeah, the newsletter was crazy good. I really liked it. There was only one little minor mistake in there that I saw, which was the text going off the text box, but that's completely fine. I feel like it was really well done nonetheless, and I enjoyed it. You know what? I just forgot that the other huge thing that also was added to the game was the night vision. So when we put on our night vision like that, we actually have our night vision goggles on, and we have night vision view of everything else. One thing to keep in mind, though, when you guys use night vision is that the further things get from you, the more blurry things get. As you can see, this person here is very blurry for me, but when I take it off, obviously, the blur goes away and I can see them more clearly. So just keep that in mind if you ever decide to use night vision. It does not look like there's enough SCPs that are actually doing a good job at staying alive as Sector 4 SCPs for 5+ minutes, so I'm just probably gonna have to run on out of here and go check out the breach shelter, or at least show you guys it to the best of my ability, unless I somehow die. Alright, well, we gotta deal with 610 real fast, I guess. Well, it's recontainment time. There we go. Is there any other 610 instances? I wouldn't be surprised. Man, 610 just doesn't want to die. Alright, that's one 610 instance that's down finally. It took like 5 years. Oh no. Come here, Shy Guy. Face me. Face me. Don't you sup me. Get bagged, please. I'm dead. I'm dead. Yep. Oh, what? I mean, I'll take it. I sacrificed my life for the sake of the Foundation, sure. All right, let's go ahead and try to show off that one breach shelter. I don't think they really redid anything for it, but I do want to show off where you would have to run off to after the nuclear warhead was called. Let's say that the nuclear warhead is called. If you're in the sector that was, and I think that was Sector 3, you want to go ahead and run up the stairs like I am right now. And you want to head all the way back into Sector 2. So right now I'm in Sector 2, and it's going to be around Sector 1. So then once you come into Sector 1, you don't want to die to the CI, of course. Don't do that. I almost did. And then you come into the nuclear shelter. You can just jump down the stairs like I did, and then you'll be able to open up this door and go right into this shelter here. If you're in here by the time that the bomb goes off, you should be safe. All right, lastly, we have the new game passes for SCP. If you have to become an SCP game pass, you guys will have access to all 3 of these. However, if you guys don't have the game pass, now is the time to get it, because all of these 3 SCP game passes are now worth in total 1,900 Robux, which is cheaper than the become an SCP game pass. Basically means that you get a discount for getting all of the game passes now. For the SCP safe game pass, you get 999 and 131. Infectious game pass, you get 610 and 457, and Keter game pass, you get 096 and 106. We were also able to get the full revamped, rehauled version of 096. We're talking new model, new sounds, and stuff like that as well. I don't know exactly when the full thing was ported over into the main game, but it is finally here in full, so make sure you guys check that out. It's really fun. I really enjoy it, and it's really good. It's really well done, in my opinion. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed as much as I enjoy making these videos for you guys. If you guys want to see more content like this one, leave a like and a comment down below. If you guys want to see more content from me in general, you guys can subscribe, and if you guys want to get notified before I do anything on this channel, you guys can hit the notification bell. I want to give a huge thank you to my Ascended Nikos and my channel members as a whole. Thank you guys so very much, and don't forget to check out the other social media links in my description of this video, as well as the Area-02 links down there as well. And without further ado, I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.